When working in Land Manager, the navigation can be a little tricky. To see more information about the field, select the drop-down to see all available attributes for the field. We can see the field name, Client Jerry Ship, Farm Koenig, Field 11. We can also see there's a boundary named 2013 and it is also the active boundary. I can also see the 4 guidance tracks associated with the field. If I look at the field level, I have the ability to archive the whole field as well as create new. I can create a flag, a boundary, or a guidance track. In most cases, boundary will be the most popular. I can either draw new, clicking on the map, creating my own points, or I can do from a previous operation of field activities already recorded for the field. We can see it's already picking this specific field for the boundary to be associated with. Click Next. You will need to enter a boundary name. Then previous operations will show up at the bottom of the screen. Select the operation you would like to choose. It will give you a preview window. If the boundary looks good, you can click Save. In this example, I'm going to create a boundary by drawing a new one manually. Notice the current boundary is showing up on the map. I can come in to my list and hide the current boundary before I draw a new one. I'm going to choose the Draw Polygon icon. Then I can simply click points on the map to create a boundary. Notice you can zoom in to be more precise. Once complete, you need to enter a boundary name. You have to choose whether this is the active boundary. You can have more than one boundary for a field, but you can only have one active boundary that will be saved to your displays for field operations. You can see the total area within the boundary you just drew. You can also choose whether this is an exterior or an interior boundary. Once complete, select Save. I can now see I have a new boundary called 2020 Test in addition to my 2013 boundary. 2020 Test is now the active boundary based on me checking the active boundary box. If I would like to make an adjustment to a previously set up boundary, I can click the details on the boundary, select Edit, change the name, make it inactive. I also have the ability to select the actual boundary and adjust points. Can simply move the points around if needed. Also have the ability to select the gray points to add more points if we potentially need to round around a corner and get more bend out of the boundary. I can also select multiple points within the boundary, enclose them, and then delete multiple points at once. So a lot of options with the boundary tools. If I wanted to add another polygon to the boundary, I could simply select Draw Polygon, then I have the ability to add this to the existing exterior boundary or create an interior boundary such as a waterway. I have the ability to call this boundary Passable or impassable. Passable would be a boundary that you can typically drive through. Impassable would not be able to go through with a machine. If you click passable, the boundary will be yellow. If you uncheck passable, it will be purple, just like an exterior boundary. Once happy, select save.